Hello everyone, it's Pav. Today we're going to talk about a little bit on the Japanese market because recently, just a few days ago, as you know, Mega Brave and the Mega Symphonia set just came out in Japan. It was very exciting. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on them, especially in the English side. I hope the price will not be too bad. I hope we have enough supply for everybody. But at the same time, I'm also open to really ripping Japanese product because, as you know, they are easier to come by, although they're still, double MSRP at the moment, but at least it doesn't feel as painful as double in English product price. If they're double in MSRP compared to the Japanese double in MSRP, Japanese prices definitely is much less painful. And I will also just quickly show you where you can get some products and how are the prices comparing to the open market like in eBay or the TCG player. So let's just start. Before we go to the Mega Symphonia and Mega Brave, I think it is also nice to look at White Flare and Black Bolt. In fact, for the English side of things, it feels like it was just yesterday, but it was actually about 2 weeks ago. In English side, we got the White Flare and the Black Bolt. Usually we are about 1 month to 1.5 months later than the release in Japan. So at the moment, the Japanese side, you can see that the only card that is really still going really strong is the BWR version of the two cards. The Zekrom and the Reshiram is still going very strong. Of course, the SAR is also still doing very well. These two cards are amazing, but the other cards are actually not doing as strong, not going as strongly as the English version, at least for now. And it's also interested to see that the size method in Japanese actually is not following the price trend in English, because in English now I think it's already like $200 or something like that at the moment. This is how it is, not much movement. The prices in TCG player, because at release it was actually at a very high price, about 110, close to $110 during release. So this is White Flare, $108, and right now they are actually going for about $83, $84, $82, a lot cheaper than before. So this is 22% cheaper. And for Black Bolt, it is quite similar. The price is also close to about $82, $83 for now. So for those who actually bought it at a very high price, it is pretty unfortunate. I hope you are not holding a heavy bag. And I also want to show you on this price list. This is actually from one of my favorite source from Japan, JP_stock5. I bought from them quite a few times. I think I have shown you before as well in another video, but I think it's also interesting to highlight this to you. If you are watching this video and you're in the US, they have said that any shipment exceeding $800 in value, they will 15% tariff will be imposed starting from a few days ago. So but details are unclear yet. I'm not in Singapore, so this does not really concern me, but if you are from the US, I think you have to take note of this. And even if you split your purchases into multiple package, the tariff may still apply, so please be very careful. So that was what they said. So how do you use this? If you have not seen my earlier video, you basically just message them and ask them for a price list, and this is what you will get. This is very nice because they update this every day and very frequently, sometimes a few times a day. You can see that the price keeps changing. And even the more recent Pokémon Center special box, Tohoku, Hiroshima and Fukuoka with the special Pikachu, they are selling them as well, and as far as I can see, the price is not too bad. So if you're interested, you can buy from them. But what we are talking about just now was Black Bolt and White Flare. If you can remember, the price from TCG player is about $83, $82. But if you're buying from this source directly, it's about $59 for Black Bolt and $55 for White Flare. And of course, you have to include shipping. I'm not exactly sure how much they charge to ship to US, but usually they do FedEx or DHL. To Singapore, to me, usually it's FedEx, and to ship from Japan to Singapore, it's usually about, I think, $30 to $40 depending on how big the package is. So if you are buying, let's say like 5 or 6 boxes of this, usually my shipping cost will be close to about $30, 30 USD. But if you are shipping to US, you may have to add a little bit more. But if you can see that actually there may be still some saving, especially if you buy a few more boxes. Let's say if you're sharing with a few friends, please take note of the tariff. I'm not sure what the situation is at the moment, but let's say that this is under the tariff amount. You could get some saving here actually by buying directly from them. So this is something that you should take note of. The other thing is with any of the new sets, especially in the recent set after I think Battle Partner, the release is always at a very high price and then it dropped very sharply. So I think this is also something that I hope you notice this. In fact, for Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia, we're gonna get there. It actually pre-released at about 120 Singapore dollar. So in terms of the, I think in the US it's probably 110. I mean from this website. But I'm not so sure how much you are paying on release day. But at the moment on eBay, they are selling at about $185 shipping to Singapore. If this is shipping to US, I'm not sure how it is. Maybe it is the same, maybe it's not. So this is something that you can take reference from. So it's about $90 per box. So if you compare again to this, again you can see that actually it is a lot cheaper if you buy from the reseller directly from, this is from Instagram. So about $60 60 plus dollar for Mega Brave. This is the Lucario set. The Symphonia is where you get the Gardevoir. So 66 and 57 at the moment, and if you add shipping, if you buy a few more boxes, actually you can get a little bit of saving. So that's something I wanted to share with you. Use this as a reference. That's all I wanted to share. I hope you have a good luck opening the Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia. I hope you pull something cool. I really hope to pull the Lucario for my kid. That's one of their favorite. They like the fighting types. Gardevoir not so interested for them. They are really more into the fighting ones, and I'm still looking for Venusaur. I hope I can pull them. So maybe I'll buy a few boxes to try. Alright, see you in the next one.